morning, students. This is a paper on pedagogy of English. This is both for first year as well as second year BA trainings. And today's topic is continuous and comprehensive evaluation, CCE. As we know that evaluation is an integral part of the teaching learning process. There are different types of evaluation. One of the most important category is the continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Generally, the continuous and comprehensive evaluation refers to a system of a school-based assessment that covers all the aspects of students' development. As we know that assessment is for all-round development of child's personality. So it must be continuous and it must be comprehensive. The main purpose of a continuous and comprehensive evaluation is to evaluate every aspect of a child during his or her presence in the school, continuously covering both the scholastic and post-scholastic areas or aspects. And it emphasizes on twofold objectives, that is continuity in evaluation and assessment of broad-based learning. No doubt, CCE has been emphasized by different committees and by our National Policy on Education and even by the Right to Education Act 2009. Now, what is the meaning of CCE? The term continuous and comprehensive evaluation means to emphasize that evaluation of identified aspects of the student's growth and development is a continuous process rather than an event. It is of a regular process, regularity of assessment, and by including both the scholastic and post-scholastic areas. In CCE, comprehensive component takes care of all-round development of a child's personality. Hence, it is both quantitative as well as qualitative. And generally, while using CCE, the teachers have to keep in mind the following points. For example, use a variety of evaluation tools, including oral, written, project, presentation, activities, understanding different learning styles and abilities, sharing the assessment criteria with the students, allowing the peer assessment and self-assessment, and giving opportunity to the students to improve their learning and behavior by themselves as well. Now, let's come to define CCE. The continuous and comprehensive evaluation can be defined as a system of assessment or a system of a school-based assessment or evaluation that includes both formative assessment and summative assessment, covering both the scholastic as well as the post-scholastic areas. Thus, continuous and comprehensive evaluation is a system of a school-based assessment that covers all the aspects of students' development or all-round development of the learners. And both the important principles are taken into account in continuous and comprehensive evaluation is the principle of continuity and the principle of comprehensiveness. Next is the objectives of CCE. What are the objectives of CCE? The major objectives of CCE are to help develop cognitive, psychomotor and affective skills of the learners. It emphasizes on the thought processes rather than memorization. And evaluation is an integral part of the teaching learning process. To use evaluation for improvement of the student's achievement, improving the teaching learning strategies and diagnosis of the problems and remedial instruction. to use evaluation as a quality control device to maintain desired standard of performance, to determine social utility of evaluation, desirability or effectiveness of a program for improving the learning and learning environment, to make the process of teaching and learning a learner-centered activity, to improve students' accomplishments through regular evaluation, and to use evaluation for improving the teaching learning process. These are some of the important objectives of continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Now let's highlight on the characteristics of CCE or salient features of CCE. Continuous and comprehensive evaluation is both continuous as well as comprehensive. It includes both the scholastic as well as post-scholastic areas of school education. And also, it includes both the formative as well as summative evaluation. It involves two types of assessment, formative assessment and summative assessment. And the weightage is 40% and 60% respectively. CCE advocates absolute grading. Grading is used in the system also. And in a school-based assessment, CCE covers all the aspects of students' personality development. And the students are assessed in both in scholastic as well as in scholastic areas. These are some of the important features of CCE. In the concluding part of characteristics, we may say that the scholastic areas of evaluation includes life skills, thinking, social and emotional skills. Co-curricular activities includes creative skills, scientific skills, visual arts and performing arts, leadership qualities and organizational skills. Thus, it includes the health and physical education as well, the areas like games, sports, dance and gardening, etc. Next is the functions of CCE. What are the functions that CCE does? The continuous and comprehensive evaluation helps the teacher to organize effective teaching learning strategies. It helps the teacher also in creating congenial learning environment. It also helps in regular assessment to the extent and degree of the learner's progress. The comprehensive evaluation assesses the ability and achievement of the learners with reference to specific scholastic and scholastic areas. It serves to diagnose the weakness and permits the teacher to ascertain the individual learner's strength and weakness. It provides immediate feedback as well. CCE or by CCE, children can know their strength and weakness, and also it is helpful in a realistic self-assessment. CCE helps the learner to determine the areas of instruction in which more emphasis is required. Next is the CCE helps in making decisions for further regarding choice of subjects, courses and careers. It also provides information or reports on the progress of the students both on scholastic and scholastic areas, and also helps in predicting the future success of the learners. Next is the advantages of CCE. What are the advantages of CCE? The advantages of CCE are that it emphasizes on twofold objectives, that is continuity as well as comprehensiveness. It motivates the learners in a learner-friendly environment. It helps in reducing the stress and anxiety of the learners with regard to the boring examination system. It is helpful in involving the learners as well as teachers in teaching learning process. It helps in identifying the learning process of students and on regular intervals, and also further feedbacks. Teachers use a variety of evaluation methods, techniques and strategies by means of this continuous and comprehensive evaluation, or on the basis of the results of the continuous and comprehensive evaluation. The feedback provided by CCE can be effectively used in remedial teaching to slow learners. It is useful in refraining or replanning for using negative comments on the user's performance, and it also encourages the learning through the use of a variety of teaching learning materials and techniques. Then limitations or drawbacks or disadvantages or demerits of CCE. No uniform model of recording the assessment has been followed under the CCE system. Use of a grading system has its own limitations. Generally, reporting of CCE is a difficult task as it takes so many pages also. Manual generation of CCE report card is time consuming. Then students face stress in the form of a project work or homework. Then precautions of using CCE, teachers as well as the learners both have to take their own precautions while using the continuous and comprehensive evaluation. And lastly but not the least is the role of the teacher in continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Teachers should keep in mind the following points for successful implementation of CCE as an integral part of the teaching learning process. Number one, recognize and encourage specific abilities of the students who do not excel in academics, for example, but they can perform well in other co-curricular activities. That must be recognized and also that must be taken care of. Identifying the learner's progress of students at regular time intervals or on small portions of contents. Employing a variety of remedial measures as per the needs of the learners in different contexts. Keeping away from using negative comments on the performance of the learners. Encouraging learning through employment of a variety of teaching learning strategies and techniques. Let the learners actively being involved in the teaching learning process. Use a variety of tools, oral, written, projects and presentations. Understand different learning styles and abilities. Giving opportunity to the students for their self-improvement and self-learning, and allowing peer assessment as well as self-assessment. Thus, we may say that continuous and comprehensive evaluation is an important aspect of evaluation and it is an integral part of the day-to-day teaching learning process. Let's summarize our presentation or our discussion today. We discussed the meaning, definition and characteristics of continuous and comprehensive evaluation, objectives of CCE, then functions of CCE, then advantages, disadvantages, precautions and role of the teacher in successful implementation of CCE or continuous and comprehensive evaluation in the school system as a whole. Thank you all of you.